Good afternoon, Archers, and welcome back to Southside Archer Minutes, where we bring you everything Southside and beyond. I'm Jayla. To begin our news today, we have Miss Lucas for our book of the day.
Good afternoon, Archers. Today's book of the day is Not If I Save You First by Allie Carter. Maddie thought she and Logan would be friends forever, but when your dad is a Secret Service agent and your best friend is the president's son, sometimes life has other plans. Before she knows it, Maddie's dad is dragging her to a cabin in the middle of the Alaskan wilderness. No phone, no internet, and not a single word from Logan. Maddie tells herself it's okay. After all, she's the most popular girl for 20 miles in any direction. She has wood to cut and weapons to bedazzle. Her life is full. Until Logan shows up 6 years later, and Maddie wants to kill him. But before that can happen, an assailant appears out of nowhere, knocking Maddie off a cliff and dragging Logan to some unknown fate. Maddie knows she could turn back and get help, but the weather is turning, and the terrain will only get more treacherous, the animals more deadly. Maddie still really wants to kill Logan, but she has to save him first. Come to your Southside Library to read Not If I Save You First by Allie Carter.
Thank you, Ms. Lucas. I'm Makai, and we hope you're having a wonderful day. For our question of the day today, what color starts first in chess? Stay until the end to find out.
On to our school news for today. Mr. Roddy would like to invite everyone to the spring concert Thursday at 7. The concert will feature the Embassy String Orchestra, concert band, and jazz combo. The concert is hoped to end by 8:30.
In the next night on Friday, the string orchestra and concert band will be going to Norwell High School to participate in our annual ISSSMA festival evaluation. This is where the kids are able to play in front of the other educators from around the state and be evaluated and giving some critique.
And open gym for boys basketball at Southside tonight is canceled, but will take place Thursday.
The month of April is National Donate Life Month. Donate Life Month is a time where people around the world focus on educating and motivating others to become tissue, eye, and organ donors. It is also a time to celebrate others who have saved other people's lives because of it.
And for lunch tomorrow, we'll be having lasagna super sandwich, chicken and cheese, baked beans, carrot cake, frozen strawberry cup, and fresh vegetable mix. Now join us for a clip.
Hi guys, it's Giselle,
And Jade.
and this is part 2 of Hot Takes featuring special guests,
Kimberly.
Joey.
and we're going to be talking about some of our opinions and things that are going on in today's society. So, canceling celebs, how do you guys feel about canceling celebrities?
I think it's stupid.
Why?
Cause everybody say stuff out of pocket, but you don't gotta ruin their career.
I think it depends on what we're canceling them for.
That's true.
Because if it's a crime, then yeah, cancel.
Go ahead.
Or the famous now these days are like celebrities saying the N word. That's all I hear about and everything. And I feel like yeah, because if you're not a person of color, why are you saying that? So I feel like that should be something you should be canceled over. That's an overrated show. They're like, why is everyone hyping that up?
Euphoria.
Why? I like Euphoria though.
Trash.
There's just some cringy moments where I'm like, why did they do that?
It's like their scripts suck.
I mean,
They're what?
Their scripts is I can tell it's weird to describe it.
I've only seen clips, but the plot is all over the place.
It is it goes on from one thing to the next. You're like, what?
Drug addict.
Any context clues for that?
It's like you couldn't sum it up.
Yeah. Also, sometimes the Disney movies, some of them would be way too overhyped. Where I'm like, I didn't really
What
like it.
Disney
Yeah.
movie?
Encanto. I feel like the only
What?
Encanto. I'm about to say it in a white accent.
Encanto.
Encanto.
Yeah.
Is it
It's a Colombian
Yeah.
movie.
And like I don't know, I mean, representation, love it, but like I don't
mean,
know. And then the only thing I liked were the songs, but everything else was like
like the
Just like the
plot.
Coco movie.
It is. It's like
almost like Coco.
I think Coco was good. I don't know.
Coco was
I
good.
never
Actually, that was actually a
I
good
liked
one.
that. I've never
But
seen
Encanto, I don't know.
like I'm glad that they're now more going into the
Hispanic,
Diversity,
yeah and
Hispanic.
going into the
Hispanic finally getting their own movies and stuff like that. That's dope.
because there's two and then because they make the characters in different locations.
Yeah.
Just not. And then they just make and then you just look up how old they are and you just see this is their age. Yet they don't act like that.
Yeah. Like I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't like how I don't know. Maribel sometimes like felt like she was a little selfish at times. When I felt like she could have acted way better, or like she didn't understand her sisters either a whole lot. Where I'm like, your sisters go through their little own problems too. You just don't see it because you're so worried about you not having the power, or the family magic. Or I'm like, open your eyes a little bit.
And then there's the abuela.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know. If that was my mom,
No, because they
and she was like treating my own daughter like that, I'd say something like right away. I'm like, what are you doing?
like also they made everyone again from perspective. They made everyone dislike abuela at the beginning, and then at the end they're like, oh, forgive her now.
I would have been like, oh no. And if I was the only one without magic, you know how fast I'd like that candle like just right away. And I'd just blame it on my dog or something. I'd be like, I don't know. Okay, and on to our next topic is best advice you've ever heard. What's some good advice that you've heard before? I mean, one for me is, will it matter 10, 20 years from now?
Yeah,
You know?
that sticks with me.
That, yeah, especially work or schoolwork. I'm just like,
Even friendships.
like even bigger, like things like that.
Mhm.
I'm like, will it matter 10 years from now? Like, am I gonna remember this exact moment? Probably not.
Yeah.
That's how I think about with a lot of things.
And it's not like advice, but there's this quote. It's minor setback, major comeback. That is my favorite
Yeah.
quote of
Yeah.
all time.
And now on to our current news. According to CNN News, following the death last month of a 14-year-old boy who fell from an amusement park ride in Orlando, Florida, a forensics engineering firm hired to investigate the incident found the ride's operator made manual adjustments to 2 seats. Those adjustments were made presumably to allow for larger riders, which should not have happened based on the malfunctioner's guidelines.
According to the report, the harness one of the seats was manually loosened to allow a restraint opening. The free fall drop tower malfunctioner's guideline also put a rider's weight limit at 250 pounds. The teen who died weighed 340 pounds. Authorities said they are working to conclude the investigation before assessing what penalties may come.
For the weather outside today, it's 44 degrees and cloudy.
At the start of the news, we asked you what color stars first in chess. The answer is white.
And that's all the news we have for you today. If you have any news that is fit to print, please email Mr. Truesdale. And have a wonderful day, Archers.